So I just wanted to take a second to talk about the prototypes involved when it came to creating the short stack nozzle for the Milwaukee Tool M18 leaf blower. Starting off was just a very basic form study to understand proportions of the nozzle as well as how it looked on the leaf blower itself. This was really just for aesthetic purposes only. When I got into version 2, the intent here was to really starting to think about what could I do to differentiate this nozzle from the competitors from the aesthetic side. So when it came down to that, I really enjoyed how this section floated off of the main body, as well as the addition of these sprues with the venting here in the section, in the side sections here. From there, I wanted to then work on the actual performance of the nozzle itself. So this is the version that I started to play around with the proportion of the inlet diameter to the outlet diameter. So the different ratio between the two actually contributes to the velocity of airflow going through the nozzle itself. So I started to get some really good numbers and results with this version here. I took the opportunity to play around with form language again with this conical shape. Didn't really think it was too cool at the time, and so I moved into a more focused execution on the nozzle here. So this is version 4. This version 4 was really more about fine-tuning the proportion between the inlet and outlet, but also fine-tuning the internal surface treatments as well, and then making some minor adjustments to the exterior body of the nozzle. That then brings me to version 5. So version 5, again, another round of really minor adjustments to improve performance. Structural design side of it, I was pretty pleased with it. The biggest thing you'll see here is the introduction of this dimpled surface. This surface is really used to reduce drag against that particular surface, and you'll often find those on the insides of intake manifolds inside cars. That then puts me to the final version that is currently in market. This is version 7. I had 2 other versions that I had some significant adjustments made to the design, but that was really on the software side. Didn't really need to print another one out. What you'll still see present is some artifacts of the printing process. So you'll see this seam here. It's actually not a defect. It just happens to be something that is inherent with the 3D printing. I could have put this on the inside, but I really did not want to mess with anything that could have impacted the performance of this nozzle. You'll find the TPU end here. This is 95A. So the durometer of this is similar to like a car tire. Combination of the two gives you this nozzle.